Hey, what's going on, my friends? Today we will be talking about my favorite meditations of Dr. Joe Dispenza and which of those meditations I would prefer to you as well, and how to do them, when to do them, and what you can benefit from them. So I truly love his style of meditation, and maybe you can notice if you're doing my guided meditations that at some points they are kind of similar, because I love how we are awakening the emotions. I also love that concept that we actually can become more in control how we feel and more in control about our state of being. And the interesting thing is about our emotions, as from quantum physics, everything physical is actually energy in motion. And when we say emotion, it's actually the same word, energy in motion. So the best way to explain emotions is that our mind becomes aware of the frequency or the height of the frequency of the energy in motion. If you are still following me here, if you're able to understand it, emotion actually means that our mind becomes aware of in which state of energy we are. Because when we feel good, when we raise our energy, we call it happy or positive emotions. And it actually means that our energy in motion is higher, on a higher state. But when we feel bad, our energy in motion is going lower. It is on a lower states, and then we call it negative emotions, or we feel bad, or we feel sad and stressed. So everything is about energy in motion. That's what is emotion. It's actually a language that our body speaks to the mind. And when it comes to stored emotions, as we know that word maybe, or that statement from psychology and also from neuroscience, when we feel kind of stressed or stored emotions from unsolved relationships, many people are saying you need to go back into that moment where you were in that relationship, you need to dig into it and you need to find out what happened, and then you need to somehow forgive that person. And for many people it can be really hard to do. But actually stored emotions are stored energy in motion. And what we need to do, we need to release that energy. And when we are raising our energy, we are doing just that. So that's why it can be so powerful when we awaken our emotions. When we go into meditation and we learn how to awaken greater emotions, at that time we release those blocks, which we call stored emotions, and this energy can travel upwards to the brain and to the quantum field. And that's why it can be so powerful. So if we go deeper now into which meditation is my favorite and which meditations I would prefer to you to do it as well, and when to do them. I mean, before we go to the meditations, I would say that I'm doing them every single morning. Not that I'm doing just Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations. Most of the times I'm doing my own meditations because I'm doing it in my own style and in my own time distance, or how to say, I'm taking from 1 hour to 2 hours to meditate in the morning because I can truly overcome myself. I can truly change my state of being if I want in the morning, and I can design my day if I choose to do it. It takes me about 1 hour to 1 hour and 20 minutes or 30 minutes. And when I get out of that meditation, I feel better and I know how I need to feel through the day, so I will be attracting that experience to me. And many times it happened in that way. I've manifested things and events into my day exactly how I was imagining them or visualizing them in meditation. So when we learn to use that work properly, we can truly change our lives on a better. And not just that, we can also help others to do the same because we are able to explain what we are doing. and we can teach them the method, you know, how to do it, and explain them everything which will motivate them, what else we can change and what else is possible. So yes, I prefer to do meditations like that in the morning, because your brain will be still in the alpha state and you will not be so much fighting with your analytical, critical mind. You will be already in that calm state where you will be able to go deeper into that zone of nothingness, as nobody, in no space and no time, and at that moment you will be connected or one with the quantum field of infinite possibilities. So I'm sorry for that, let's go deeper now. So my favorite meditation, when it comes to manifestation, many of you were asking, what is the best meditation from Dr. Joe Dispenza for manifestation, for visualizing? And I found out that he have 2 meditations, maybe he have even more of them for manifestation or changing the reality. But I found out 2 of them which are my favorite in that niche or in that topic. So the first one is definitely changing beliefs and perceptions. And in that meditation, he really takes time for breathing, that power breath, when we are squeezing the lower muscles of our body, the same muscles that we are using when we are lifting something from the floor, core muscles, we could say as well. And while we are squeezing those muscles in, we are breathing the air, and slowly with our awareness we are traveling from, while we are breathing in, our awareness is traveling from the lower parts of our body, through our heart, through our neck, through our brain, and through our crown chakra into the universe or quantum field. And he is like taking, I think, 10 to 12 minutes to do just that breath. And then it comes that moment of focusing on space inside the space, inside the space, and so on. You are familiar with it probably. It actually means to focus on nothingness, or the emptiness, or the blackness inside your body, inside the space of your body, and then the blackness inside the room that you are. Because at that moment our awareness, we become more aware not of our physical form, but just of the space that we are in. And firstly just the space that is within us, within our bodies, and then the space within the room that we are. And at one point the space within our body and the space that the room occupies in space becomes one. And at that moment we are becoming nobody in no space, in no time. We become just this blackness in the infinite space. So that's why it is so powerful. Many people are kind of hating this part of the meditation, but for me it took me, I think, 1 year to realize what it truly means. But maybe at his workshops he explains it really well. So I believe that he's doing it at his workshops. So this is kind of it about that meditation, because after that focusing on space-time, he says, what is the belief that you would like to change? And then you create a picture in your mind about the new belief that you would like to change for the old belief. For example, if you believe that your body is unhealthy because of certain events and certain situations, this is your old belief, and what you need to do, you need to change it for something else. We can't just turn something off but not change it for something else. So we always need to add something new for something old. And when you will add a new belief, he will say what kind of actions you will add to your life, how you will think with that new beliefs, what you will change in your life, and how that new person with that new beliefs will feel like. So at that moment we start experiencing like emotions of our future selves. And that's why for me it is so powerful for manifesting, because everything in our lives is actually a manifestation of our beliefs. Even epigenetic is talking about it. Our cells, our body is made out of cells. And each cell, each individual cell have a little membrane around it. And that membrane is actually receiving the signals from our mind. Epi means above, and above genes is mind. So each cell of our body is actually receiving the signals from our mind, and our mind is made out of beliefs. What we believe in, that's what we are experiencing it. And that can explain how you can heal your body through meditation, how you can manifest different events into your life, and so on. So this is for me the most powerful meditation from him that you can use if you want to change something in your life, if you want to manifest something new. If it is a healing or money or any material thing or just your habits, it will help you to feel how you would feel if you would already change it. Another meditation here is similar to that one, tuning into new potentials. It's truly similar to the changing beliefs and perceptions, but this one is without this power breathing. I think here you're focusing on your energy spots, chakras, but I like this one more with that power breath. It truly helps me to awaken my energy. So the next one is Pineal gland awakening. I love this one. And here in the Pineal gland awakening meditation, you will be doing, if you will try it, the power breath and also awakening of your chakras, the same as with blessings of the energy centers, or at least similar. But what will happen here when you will awaken your energy with power breath, I mean, firstly with blessings of your energy centers, or just becoming aware of your energy centers and then awakening your energy with that power breath, then you will travel deep into your pineal gland, into a space of your pineal gland, and you will become aware of that blissful space, like mystical space within your brain. And for me it happened a few times that I experienced truly interesting things. Once I was in a space, it was similar that I would be traveling in the universe, but there was no things. But I noticed that it was like a block. It looked like it was a window between nothingness and physical realm. And one spiral of energy went through that window, and on the other side went a spiral of physical manifestation. So for me it explained that we are actually both of those parts, but one part is consciousness and spirit or spiritual part, and the other part is physical, material part. We could also say light and dark, or yin and yang explains it really well. And while I was seeing or looking at it, it explained to me how magical everything is, that we are always a part of everything. We are not separated from life and death, and from darkness and light. We are part of everything. And like realizations like that helped me to develop my art, to put those kind of informations into pictures, into visions, and later onto my canvas. And sometimes I've also experienced visions for my paintings, and that's why I love this meditation. But it's a little bit longer. I think it is 1 hour and 30 minutes or 1 hour and 20 minutes, something like that. But I will not say that you will experience something magical at the first time. Maybe you will, maybe you will not. Depends how much you're used to meditate. Some people are experiencing truly great things or blissful things for the first time they are meditating, and some people need 1 year or even more to experience something. I would also suggest that if you have expectations, you will probably not experience much. But if you're just trying it for fun, or maybe just to see how it will feel like, it's a great possibility that you will experience something beautiful. Because less we are expecting, more we can experience. And the third one that I would also prefer is blessings of the energy centers. You are probably familiar with it, and many people are. And this one is truly magical, because with this one we are focusing just on our energy centers. We also know them as chakras, but just that he's adding another one here, which is also known from ancient spiritual teachings. It's about pineal gland, and this meditation can be truly good for healing, because we are like sending informations of our wanting vision or of our wanting future into the centers. So the centers then can like download this information through our whole body. So that's why we can heal our body with that meditation, and it can be truly powerful. So I prefer to try them, and you will see how it works. But if you will be looking for them on YouTube, I was searching them on YouTube, and I noticed that most of those meditations are not whole, and they start maybe at the middle of meditation, and you will be missing something, and maybe you will not be able to experience the whole meditation. So I prefer to buy meditation on his site if it's possible for you. I bought a few of them, and I truly love them. The music, the voice and the flow that he's doing it's really powerful, and we can experience many great things. So as in the beginning I was explaining how everything is actually energy in motion. I can draw it here so it will be more understandable. If I will just to draw a human body, and I will explain why it is important. So we are always in a certain mood, in a certain we are always in a certain mood, like state of being. We learn that how we think and how we feel creates our state of being, and that determines our state of vibration from scale, like from being in low vibrations, we are raising our vibration to higher frequencies. And that's energy in motion. Our state of being, our body, everything physical is energy in motion. And when we are raising our energy, we feel better. So in meditation, most of the times we are doing that. We are raising our emotional state so we can feel better, and we can get the feeling of how our future will feel like. Not so much how it looks like. Of course, it's motivation for us. I want to have it because it looks amazing, but emotions, feelings are attracting it, because how we feel that what we will experience. And when we are raising our energy, then what we need to do after it, we need to stay as long as we can on the frequency that we have experienced in meditation. Because you can understand that when something good happened to you, you feel really great. And because of that, we get programmed that we need something outside of us to feel good, right? I need to get money and then I will be happy. But if we reprogram that from needing something outside of us to change how we feel, we can create a new memory from our future, and we can feel good before we experience it, and we will attract it. It will come to us. And that's, for me, that's power, because we are not so much attached to what is happening around us, but we can change what is happening for us or to us if we learn those concepts. So when we raise our energy, you will always hear in my meditation or in Joe Dispenza's meditations, or maybe even more people are doing it, I'm not sure, but I'm sure people are doing similar meditations. When you will finish that meditation, he will always say, remember that feeling and try to maintain that feeling through your day. And as soon as you lose it, try to get it back, because in meditation we are learning to awaken those emotions, and if you're able to awaken them in meditation, you can also awaken them outside of meditation in your daily life. And that's what we are practicing. We are practicing bringing meditation from meditation to daily life, so we can always live as the creators of our state of being and of our reality, because that's who we are. As if we are consciousness, if we are like consciousness which is experiencing itself through physical body, so it can touch and smell and express itself, longer we stay connected to that, or longer we stay aware that we are consciousness, we will not be so focused or so much attached to what is happening to us, because we will always know that we are in control of what is happening. And you can notice right now, so many things are happening outside of us. This pandemic and everything about it. But now is the time to learn this kind of work, because like more we become in control, more we are designing the new earth. Like the system is not working anymore, and we all know that. But we need to create a change, because if we will not create a change, somebody else will create a change for you, and it doesn't mean that you will like it. So if you want to create a new future for yourself, you need to design it for yourself. And that's what I'm talking most of the times on my channel. So this is it for today. I'm sending you all lots of love and blessings and beautiful energy. Have an amazing day and see you soon. Peace and love. And keep your vibes high.